Now we're going to take a look at our project that would maybe have 3 shelves. And we're going to use this same example that we used for the drawers, except for now, instead of being drawer banks, they're going to be shelves in there. And you maybe have a door over one of these, or maybe you have it all open with just 3 shelves. Whatever it may be, the process is going to be the same. So we're going to transfer over some of our outside dimensions that we know here. So 28 inches we see over here. So I'm going to just transfer that over. And my overall width, if I look here, 16 inches right over here on the left. So I'm going to come over here and put 16 inches in there. And 16 minus 3/4 and 3/4 on each side is 1.5 inches. So this would be 14 1/2 inches. And you can hit Command Z or Control Z to make that fraction bigger or just the same size as the normal text. Now we need to know how long these shelves are. Now, if we look up here in the top, it tells us that this is a 3/8 rabbet joint. So we got 3/8 of an inch here and 3/8 of an inch on this side. So that's 3/8 and 3/8 is 3/4. So we're going to take our overall size of 16 inches and subtract 3/4 of an inch. That would make this 15 1/4 inches. Command Z or Control Z to make that text a bigger size. All right, so now that we have those in, we can start worrying about where our shelves are. So if we come over here and take a look, we have 6 1/4 plus 7 1/2. Or sorry, 6 1/4 plus 1.5 inches. That's 7 3/4 total. And that's from the top of the cabinet to the top of that shelf. Well, we want this shelf to sit 1/16 of an inch lower so that when we're done, we can come in with a router and router off the extra. If we try to make these the same, what might happen is we might end up with plywood sticking up above the rail, and then we have to deal with that. So we would rather make this shelf sit lower and have to router that off. So I'm going to come in here. That was 7 3/4. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to add a 1/16 of an inch. So that's 7 3/4 plus a 1/16 is going to be 13/16 of an inch. Now, the next one here, the shelf, this one's coming from the bottom. And so we can pull some dimensions. We can do different dimensions. Now, I've got it from the top there, so maybe we need a new dimension from the floor to the top of that shelf. And that's 12 3/8. And again, we're going to drop the shelf 1/16 of an inch. So this size here should be 12 5/16. So was that 12? 12 5/16. So here is 12 5 divided by 16 inches. Now the bottom one's already labeled for us, 4 1/2 inches. Again, we're going to drop it a 1/16 of an inch. So this size here should be 4 7/16, so that sits 1/16 of an inch lower than this line here, so we can router that off. So that would be the process for laying out your back view with 3 shelves. If you have any questions with any of these different views, please talk to your instructor and they will help get these answered for you.